Okay, so we're coming up on a year now since the Samsung Galaxy S22 has been out. And in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and share my 1 year later with this device right here. Or I should say not my 1 year later, but my wife's 1 year later, because she has been the one using this phone over this past year since it has been out. Now, she is a little camera shy, so I'm actually going to be the one sharing her experience with you guys. And I actually did a little interview with her, asking her questions about this device. And as you can see here, I jotted down all of her answers. So I'm ready to go and let you guys know what her overall thoughts are with the Galaxy S22. This is the smaller one in the pink color. Now, this review is coming from an actual regular person that's not a techie like me, not a tech reviewer, but just a regular consumer that uses this device for whatever she uses it for, and that's it. So if there's certain features that I don't mention in this video, it's most likely because she doesn't use those features. So I went ahead and asked her, what do you think about the overall design of this device? And these were her words. Overall, very nice design. It's nice and sleek. She likes the camera design, which I do agree. I really like what Samsung did here with the overall camera design in the back. It looks unique and different from, everything else on the market. But it seems they are going to change that with the Galaxy S23 to come. And I was really hoping they would keep it because, like I said, I personally like it, and so does she. And she has liked it over the year. But over time, she did want a bigger phone because of screen size. So as you know, the Galaxy S23, this is the smaller variant compared, to the S23 Plus and S23 Ultra. And this is going to be for someone who wants a smaller device and maybe just has smaller hands overall and doesn't want to carry something too big. Well, at first she did like this. I remember when we first got it, she did like it because of the size, because it did fit easier in her hands. But after using it over the year, she did realize that, hey, I want a bigger screen. While the screen is nice, she did want a bigger screen. And I agree. I personally think that the screen looks really good on this device. You're pretty much getting an all screen experience here, of course, aside from that punch hole camera up at the top. But while it is a beautiful looking display, it could be bigger. So I think the Galaxy S22 Plus would have been better for her if she did want a bigger screen. So that's what her overall thoughts were when it came to the design. Now, when it comes to the actual display itself, she says, it's a nice display. It gets bright enough even when outdoors. The fingerprint sensor works every time, which I do agree. I went ahead and set up my fingerprints on here, and it works every single time. Now check this out. This is what she says. But says it's annoyingly good. It's almost too good, because there's a lot of times where we'll be laying in bed and her nightstand is right there and she goes to set her phone down, but when she's setting her phone down, her fingers on the fingerprint sensor by accident puts it down and the screen wakes up. So she's got to either pick it up or find the power button to turn it back off. And that happens a lot with her. I'm not kidding you. There's times where I'm laying her next to bed and I can hear her getting frustrated, like, oh, it happened again. It's because she accidentally puts her thumb on the display while putting it down, and it unlocks that display for her. So fingerprint sensor definitely working very, very good on this device right here. Just annoyingly good, too good. Now, when it comes to overall performance, I said, well, how is it performing for you? How has it been throughout this past year? This is what she had to say. For the most part, it does perform well. It's smooth, but she says it's not as smooth as when we first bought the phone. Now, I said, okay, well, let me see. Let me use the phone. And to me, honestly, I guess because of the fact that I wasn't the one using this device since day one, to me, it does seem like a smooth experience. It does seem smooth, but she said with her experience, it does seem like it's slowed down a little bit. Still smooth, just not as smooth. Now, she said, but it still takes care of everything that she needs it to get through the day. She says sometimes she does experience moments of freezing with this device, and I am a witness of that, because there have been times where I have noticed her getting frustrated with a certain app freezing on here, or just the phone freezing. It doesn't happen all the time. I think she even says that right here. Not all the time, but still happens every once in a while, and she will find herself having to restart the phone. And in moments like these, she wants to buy a new phone. So in those moments when, it freezes up, she's just like, you know what, I need a new phone. I'm tired of this phone. I need a new one. She said, but aside from these moments, it's good for the most part. So she did tell me, I didn't type it out, but she did tell me that these moments of freezing, they don't happen all the time. They just happen every once in a while. And then when they do happen, that's when she's like, you know what, I need a new phone. I just want to buy a new phone already. I'm tired of dealing with this. Even though it doesn't happen all the time, it still happens every now and then. But she said, but aside from those moments, the phone is actually running good. Like I said, smooth, just not as smooth as when it was new, of course. Then we talked about battery life. So she says battery life is just okay. Wished it lasted longer, only gets her until about early evening time, and she will have to charge it a bit to get through the rest of the night. Now, I am a witness of this as well, because there is time where she has to go to the room, throw it on the charger just so she can continue using it, for the rest of the day. But, again, this is a smaller device, does come with a smaller battery. But I mean, you would think it would still get you through the entire day because the battery is not powering something, a big device like this. But, this is her experience right here. She said that there are days she's using the phone heavily with social media apps, and those are the days where the battery will die a bit faster. But when she's not using the phone much, it will get her through the day, maybe even longer. But I mean, that's pretty much with any phone. Of course, if you're not using it throughout the day, it's gonna last you all day. In my opinion, we should be able to comfortably use our phones without having to worry about throwing it on the charger throughout the day. I wanna be able to use my phone and take advantage of all the features that it has without having to worry about it dying on me. I want it to last me, which is why I am super big on battery life. I wanna know, hey, is the battery going to last me an entire day? If not, hey, give me something that will, because like I said, I don't wanna have to worry about throwing it on the charger. So battery life on here, just okay from her experience. Now, going to the camera, so this is funny right here. Thinks cameras are really good, pictures come out great, and have gotten the job done all year long. But to be honest, and I'm always on her about this, she says she rarely uses the actual camera app on the S22 to take pictures or video. She says she loves using filters, so she's mostly using social media apps to take her photos and videos. And I see her doing this all the time when we're taking selfies, or if she's taking a picture of maybe our kids or just something else. I'm like, why aren't you using the actual camera app on the phone? You can take some really good photos. And she knows this because she has used, the regular camera app on this phone. Like she said, the pictures come out really good, video as well, in her opinion, but she likes using filters, and she likes just posting straight to the social media. She doesn't want to have to take the photo and then go into social media and then post it that way. She likes taking her video or picture and then boom, she can post it like that. And she also likes using filters. So for the most part, she's not using the camera app itself. She's using social media, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. So yeah, in my opinion though, I think the cameras on this device are good. They're not the best I've ever seen, but I have used her phone to take pictures of certain things, and yeah, the cameras are actually pretty good, even the video itself. Okay, so talking about features. Now, she doesn't use all the features on this device right here, but she really had a kind of hard time thinking about it. She's like, I don't really use, all the features on this phone right here, but one that stuck out to her that she did find herself using is the object eraser in the photo editor. Says it makes her feel like a pro at editing photos, because there's times where she takes a picture of something, there's something that she doesn't want in that photo. All she does is circle it or outline it, it gets rid of it, and boom, the photo is just the way she wants it. So that's one of the features she uses, and she actually really likes that feature. And it's the same thing with the Pixel devices. I mean, they got it as well, the magic eraser. And using these features, I personally use it as well, and they work really good. They can definitely come in handy. Now, when it comes to her overall thoughts on the S22 right here, she likes it, but wants a bigger phone. That was it. I'm like, that's it? She said, that's it. She likes it, but wants a bigger phone. But just, looking at everything that she said about this device and just hearing her out, like I said, there's some things that I didn't type on here that still related to what I did type down. Overall, she thinks it's a great device. She likes it. It's held up well for her over the year that she's had it, but she just wants something bigger. And then of course there were those moments of freezing. But overall, when I have personally used this device to do something, if there was something that I needed to do on her device, or maybe use it to take a picture or something because I didn't have my phone on me or whatever the reason was, I personally think it ran great for me every time I used it. The cameras, I think the cameras are great. I can't really talk for battery life. She did. So overall, it's a great phone. There were those moments of freezing though, but overall performance was good. And I would say that this phone would be good for somebody that just wants something small, that maybe doesn't use it heavily, so it will get them through the entire day. But if you're a heavy user, then you might want to go with a bigger device. But again, we got new devices around the corner. We got, the new S23, the S, of course, these are dummy models, but the new S23 Plus and the S23 Ultra, these phones are coming right around the corner, February 1st. It might even be worth it to wait to upgrade to one of the new devices rather than upgrade to this if you haven't already. And if you have this and you want to upgrade to something bigger like my wife, she's definitely got her eye on the S23 Plus, so we're definitely going to be getting this device for her. Hey, and maybe you want to do the same thing. But if you have a Galaxy S23 for yourself, how's it been treating you? Let me know down in the comments. But this has been a 1 year later with the Galaxy S22. Like I said, all from the experience of my wife, not a tech reviewer, but just a regular person using the phone for whatever they use it for. You know I didn't mention tons of other features that this phone has, but like I said, those are features that she doesn't use. So I'm speaking from her experience. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to leave a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one.